faint day and night? I have good news. Presenting the UroLift system, an outpatient treatment that simply reopens the channel to increase flow with no cutting. Yes.
Most side effects are mild to moderate. Serious bleeding
without missing a beat. Back to choosing any car in the aisle. Back to being the boss of you. Go national. Go like a pro.
Hi, I'm Jane King, and this is New to the Street, in person back here at the NASDAQ market site in New York City. This show is all about public, private, blockchain companies, the CEOs, the founders, and the innovators, bringing you lots of opportunities to consider. Here we go. We all deserve a reliable form of money, and GlobePay offers a convenient way to pay in gold with a card. And with me is the CEO of GlobePay, Jason Cousins. Welcome back.
Thank you.
See you again.
Nice to see you again too.
Let's talk about, because gold has got a lot of attention lately as inflation has gone up.
Yeah.
Crypto has gotten a lot of attention lately.
Yeah.
Why gold versus crypto?
Well, I think we've got to get rid of this idea that for some reason gold can't participate in electronic payments for the future, and that crypto is the only solution. We've got to get rid of the idea that somehow Bitcoin is going to replace gold, for instance, or we've got to choose one or the other. One's got to be dropped.
Okay, so gold, of course, physical metal.
Yeah.
Crypto is kind of all electronic. How does gold fit into the modern world?
Well, Glint has enabled physical gold to be used as money in electronic payments. We've enabled it to be able to enable our customers to be able to, with the Glint app and MasterCard, to be able to buy gold, save it, spend it, send it, to receive it. It's we've made it participate in electronic payments. So we've given people effectively their own gold standard.
Yeah, and you can move that money globally, right?
Yeah.
Just like you can Bitcoin or anything.
Absolutely,
really.
You can send it from one app to another.
Now, gold has kind of, we know the U.S. dropped the gold standard in the early 70s, right? 73, I think.
71, yeah.
71, okay.
Yeah, but I think a lot of people misunderstand that as well. And Nixon didn't drop gold. He didn't come off the gold standard because he didn't like gold. He came off the gold standard to protect the U.S. gold. At the time, many governments were exchanging their US dollars for gold. And so that's why he came off the gold standard, because he valued it so much. He was losing, Fort Knox was going down in value, so, the amount of gold in Fort Knox.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And of course, it's kind of big, some people say we should go back on the gold standard.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what Glint is doing for the world. Yeah. We're creating a bottom-up return to sound money so everybody can have their own personal gold standard.
Yeah, and you mentioned for the world. I mean, you're in how many countries?
Yeah, we've got clients who've bought, you can download the Glint app in over 200 countries. Yeah. We've got the Glint card issued into people in the UK, across Europe, and in the US. So that covers about 37 countries.
So what would be the main differences, you would say, between crypto and gold?
The main thing that we've seen with cryptocurrencies, for instance, something like Bitcoin, is that Bitcoin is risk on, whereas gold is risk off. And what do I mean by that? Well, for instance, in the minutes after the terrible invasion that Russia did of Ukraine, we saw that gold rose through to a 13-month high and broke through the $2,000 per ounce mark. And you could see that as people fled to a safe haven, which is a reliable form of money, which gold is.
And gold doesn't drop 30% in a month typically.
Sorry?
It doesn't drop 30% in a month, or even more.
No, I mean, the volatility of cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin tend to be about 8 to 10 times the volatility of gold. Gold against, for instance, government-issued fiat currencies such as the dollar-euro pair is only about 2 times volatility of those fiat currencies. So yeah, the volatility is pretty crazy with cryptocurrencies.
You know, it's interesting because like you hear gold, you know, will always have its value. Where does gold get its value?
Gold has intrinsic value. It doesn't rely on, you know, a network, electronic network such as internet to define its value. It's, you know, you can't have a group of miners get together to, you know, change its nature. It's not man-made. It's created when 2 neutron stars collide. So, you know, it's immutable. It can't be changed, and that's what gives gold its unique quality, and why people have chosen it throughout the ages as the ultimate store of value.
Yeah, I mean, it's hundreds, thousands of years, really.
Of years, yeah.
What about the regulatory landscape in gold versus crypto?
So, you know, the regulatory landscape with gold is pretty established, and yeah, you know, it doesn't face a tsunami of legal claims from some of the regulators that I think cryptocurrency is experiencing. I mean, for instance, with Glint, you know, we're partnered with MasterCard. Even though gold itself isn't regulated, we are regulated by the Financial Conduct Authority. We're backed by Sprott, one of the biggest asset managers in the world focused on gold, the Tokyo Commodities Exchange, and Sibanye-Stillwater, one of the biggest precious metals producers in the world.
And can gold easily be scaled?
Well, look, Glint is very scalable. I mean, our transactions happen within hundreds of milliseconds. And like Google or Amazon, we can scale across the cloud to service billions of people.
And the cost of using gold as money, like what are the fees associated with it?
It's really, really cheap. There's no expensive transaction gas fees, for instance, that you have with cryptocurrency. It's only 0.5% when you buy gold or sell it. It's only 0.02% a month when you to store it and have it insured in a vault in Switzerland. And it's actually free to be able to receive or send gold and also spend it with the Glint card.
Interesting. So tell me about Glint. I mean, I'm very familiar with it, but just give us a debrief about it, and then also what's in the future.
So with Glint, we're the first company in the world to enable gold, physical allocated gold to you to be able to participate in electronic payments. And with the Glint app and MasterCard, you can, as I said before, buy gold, you can save it, you can receive it from other people, you can send it to people, you can spend it with the Glint MasterCard in real time anywhere in the world. And so we've made gold electronic, we've digitized it, we've enabled it to participate in electronic payments. And effectively what we're doing is building a gold-based alternative to banking, payments, and money. And we have the opportunity and the capability now to build a global gold-based financial ecosystem based on gold.
Yeah, and it works. I've seen it work.
Yeah.
You were out at lunch and you used gold to pay for lunch.
I used it to pay for my hotel last night, my flight. I use it all the time, and so do a lot of our customers.
And it's just like a credit card, and the retailer does not make a difference, right?
No, it's a debit card. There's no credit within the Glint system. And our customers save in gold, and when they spend, the merchant has no idea that we're paying with gold, but maybe in the future they'll have a Glint account too, and they'll price their products in gold.
It's really fascinating technology, so thank you so much, Jason.
Thank you.
Yep.
The workplace has changed. Companies now depend on video conferencing to meet with customers and to collaborate with remote workers. Yet this change has brought about significant new cyber risks. Hackers are now stealing personal, medical, government, and corporate data during these video conferences. The problem is existing video conferencing systems were not designed and built by a cybersecurity company until now. Safe vChat, the industry's most secure video conferencing and collaboration platform. Secure your sensitive data with Safe vChat. Visit safevchat.com today. Use coupon code BUY NOW and save an additional 15%.
Glint has developed proprietary technology that enables everyone to buy gold. Gold that's stored in Brink's vaults, insured by Lloyd's of London. With Glint's app and debit card, peace of mind is just a few taps away. It's easy to protect your hard-earned savings, and there are no minimums, hidden fees, or financial advisors required. To learn how to safeguard your future, go to glintpay.com or download Glint from your favorite app store.
Keeping your four-legged friends healthy can certainly be a challenge, especially with painful joint diseases like osteoarthritis. If you see a change in your animal's mobility, contact your veterinarian and don't wait. Today, veterinarians have a new tool against joint disease. Introducing Spring with OsteoCushion technology. The natural-derived product has the ability to help your animal move more freely. Put the spring back in their lives for a longer, happier life.
Welcome, everyone, to New to the Street. I'm Anna Berry. Joining us is A-Nation. It utilizes crypto to propel filmmaking to a decentralized future. Please welcome its co-founder of the company, Chuck Russell, and the founder, Cade Vu. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you. Good to be here.
All right. So I see one of your taglines is the winds of change. Tell us a little bit about what motivated you to establish A-Nation and what exactly does it stand for?
Well, Cade, you want to take that?
I guess for a little bit. A-Nation, essentially, we decided we wanted creativity to stand up before anything else and return it back to its glory, where, you know, we wanted to allow it to be the precursor or the primary goal for what we're doing with film instead of monetary gain as much.
I've been producing and directing films in Hollywood for years, both independent and studio films. And one thing, the change is always the case. Change is a fact in Hollywood. Every 10 years, there's new sources of equity finance, new talent, new technology. And it's thrilling now to look at the whole crypto universe and imagine that being the engine to new films and a way of actually decentralizing the creativity, bringing in new talent, bringing in new filmmakers.
And hash that out a little bit. Tell us both about your backgrounds. How did it lead to you being here today, especially with the film industry kind of emerging into this potential decentralized future? Tell us about it.
I have directed films like The Mask with Jim Carrey, Scorpion King with Dwayne Johnson, many others, and produced films like Collateral with Tom Cruise. And I got my start in independent film on Nightmare on Elm Street 3. The independents always are searching for new sources of equity. Those films are made with a combination of pre-sales tax credits and the mysterious element of equity money. And I think crypto can drive and present opportunities for new kinds of films, new filmmakers, without the traditional bottleneck of Hollywood studios.
I got into it because about a year and a half ago, I really started diving into blockchain and what its purpose and why it's special. And then I started taking classes on it, and I realized to be able to utilize the blockchain technology for transparency, for even anti-piracy, to protect film is one of the biggest issues that we have. A bunch of other things with decentralized voting and whatnot. And I just saw on the writing on the wall how things were kind of developing and changing over time. And then I came in, Chuck called me in because we did a film together, and we were doing ADR, and suddenly we just started talking about crypto. He was NFT, and then I got into crypto, and I was like, you should look into blockchain and what it's able to do for the film industry. So we just went doop doop, and then it was like just went on for hours, and we didn't stop. And that moment, A-Nation was essentially born.
Wonderful. What does A-Nation mean? What does it stand for?
A nation of alphas, leaders. The new beginning is the Greek. Alpha is the beginning, the Greek word. Alpha, beta, omega. We are not middle. We're not following. We're going to lead this change, this huge change that can actually allow other industries to see us as a case study to prove how well blockchain technology can help with so many things.
Well, speaking of that, I'm sure there might be a few other companies out there doing something similar, but tell us why you are unique, how you're innovative, and how you all stand out amongst the rest.
Chuck, can I take this one too?
Of course.
The biggest separation between other companies, even other crypto, is this. We have a man who has a proven track record. Crypto is based on what? Hypotheticals, potential, right? All of it's hypotheticals and potential. We don't have hypotheticals and potential. We have fact. He has grossed over $1 billion worldwide from his films. It's proven. All we need to prove now is the marriage of crypto and film.
I certainly hope that this is the first of many interviews so we can follow you along this exciting journey. So thank you both so much for your time and this great technology that you're bringing to us, because we all love movies and we all want to figure out a way to keep them going, but up to date, right?
Exactly.
Thinking outside the mold, outside the box. All right. Well, thank you, gentlemen, for joining us on New to the Street.
Pleasure meeting you. Thank you for having us.
Glint has developed proprietary technology that enables everyone to buy gold. Gold that's stored in Brink's vaults, insured by Lloyd's of London. With Glint's app and debit card, peace of mind is just a few taps away. It's easy to protect your hard-earned savings, and there are no minimums, hidden fees, or financial advisors required. To learn how to safeguard your future, go to glintpay.com or download Glint from your favorite app store.
Keeping your four-legged friends healthy can certainly be a challenge, especially with painful joint diseases like osteoarthritis. If you see a change in your animal's mobility, contact your veterinarian and don't wait. Today, veterinarians have a new tool against joint disease. Introducing Spring with OsteoCushion technology. The natural-derived product has the ability to help your animal move more freely. Put the spring back in their lives for a longer, happier life.
The workplace has changed. Companies now depend on video conferencing to meet with customers and to collaborate with remote workers. Yet this change has brought about significant new cyber risks. Hackers are now stealing personal, medical, government, and corporate data during these video conferences. The problem is existing video conferencing systems were not designed and built by a cybersecurity company until now. Safe vChat, the industry's most secure video conferencing and collaboration platform. Secure your sensitive data with Safe vChat. Visit safevchat.com today. Use coupon code BUYNOW and save an additional 15%.
Clones in-house can severely drain both quality and costs for cannabis and hemp businesses. PharmaGreen Biotech is the key to growing high-quality plantlets. PharmaGreen services includes premium tissue-cultured starter plantlets and live preservation of any plant species. Grow into the future of optimized plant growth with PharmaGreen. See our update at update.pharmagreen.ca.
Secure is a secure messaging, email, and just overall solution for businesses and individuals who care about privacy on the web. And with me is the CEO of Langahi to talk about just how big cybersecurity is. I mean, we're hearing stories about China hackers targeting U.S. states. We're hearing stories about Russian hackers targeting the U.S. financial system, all kinds of things. I mean, this just seems like a very scary global, huge problem.
It is. You know, cybersecurity, and some governments now have their division, part of the army. You know, they got the cybersecurity division. You know, Russia also hacked Ukraine before the invasion. Basically, when you hack, it's kind of like a remote control destruction. You try to break the infrastructure of a country, an electrical grid. Maybe you tap into the financial network, create havoc in the New York Stock Exchange, for example, you know, which creates trillions of dollars of damage at the end. So hacking is a big problem because it affects you and I, and it affects at the highest level of government.
So Secure provides messaging,
yes,
email, and you're launching some new things this year as well. Okay, so tell me about that.
So we have secure for regular consumers. Now we have secure for businesses. You can go to secure.com, secur.com. You can have multiple users now, whereas before you had to buy one license at a time. By the end of the summer, we're launching Secure Voice, which is an encrypted voice system, and Secure Pro, which will have the video conferencing tool. Now, one thing that's really cool that we do that nobody else does, when you register to Secure any of our services, we never ask your phone number. So when you download the app after you registered on the site, it'll be a username and a password. And by eliminating that phone number request, we can block 99% of the hackers to start. And why do we do it and the others don't? Because we don't data mine you, and we're trying to protect you and the contacts that you have in your phone. So Secure Messenger for consumer and businesses, Secure Mail, now brand new on its own for consumer and business, and Secure, which is a combo of the two. That's already out there. Secure Voice end of summer, and Secure Pro as well. We are also going to launch, hopefully, maybe in Q4 or Q1 of next year, Secure Identity. I'm a big fan of protecting people's identity, of course, as you may know, and we're going to launch an identity protection toolkit with an email, and it will monitor your credit card fraud and all of that.
Okay, and how can somebody find out more about Secure and the products?
You go to secure.com, secur.com. That's about the product. You can also chat with one of our support person. That's open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern. They are our own employee. We don't outsource support. That's another big thing. Or go to globexdata.com, globexdata.com. We're publicly traded on the ticker SWISF. Feel free to contact us. But definitely secure.com. It's easy to remember. And if you want to know more, you just type SWISF and you'll find all our financial information, what we trade at, the news, our new development, everything.
Okay, thank you so much, Alon.
Thank you, Jane. Thanks for watching us.
Glint has developed proprietary technology that enables everyone to buy gold. Gold that's stored in Brink's vaults, insured by Lloyd's of London. With Glint's app and debit card, peace of mind is just a few taps away. It's easy to protect your hard-earned savings, and there are no minimums, hidden fees, or financial advisors required. To learn how to safeguard your future, go to glintpay.com or download Glint from your favorite app store.
Paypolitan is a next-gen payment app. Users simply connect their existing bank accounts and external wallets and then use the app for all kinds of payments, including for fiat and crypto. With me is CEO Nils Sarant-Ortiz. Welcome, and just bring me up to date on what Paypolitan, what's the latest with the company.
Thank you for having me again here. Yeah, since we last met, we had a very strong growth, so I'm happy to announce that we have almost 140,000 app users. So that is a tremendous step forward we made past months, and we're targeting 500,000 users end of the year.
Now, do you see them coming from certain parts of the world, or do you have any kind of data, like where your users are?
It's pretty much balance between North America. Southeast Asia is very strong.
Okay.
So Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, the Tiger States, then Europe, of course. I would say rather Western Europe.
Okay.
And there's still something missing from Africa.
Okay, well, you got to work on that.
We have to improve our marketing there, right?
So we did talk in Dubai a month or so ago, I guess
exactly.
It was. There was a lot of conferences, because I know I was there for the one, and then there was another one coming up. I mean, how did all that go? Seems like there's something going on in Dubai all the time.
Well, March definitely is the blockchain month in Dubai, so I attended 6 conferences and a number of gatherings and off-site meetings, so I spent almost a whole month in Dubai. That was very interesting for networking, because the important things go on offsite the conferences, right?
Yeah.
And especially we wanted to learn more about metaverse, the business opportunities we could have there. And that was very good because not only we identified business opportunities, we also signed a white label deal with a company there.
Okay, so I was just going to ask you about that. Tell me about the white label deal.
Well, at this point, I cannot tell you a lot because the other party has the sovereignty of publishing this later. I think late May they're gonna announce it, or somewhere in May. So basically, they're buying the Paypolitan solution as a white label, and they're gonna add additional features like credit card payments and other features.
Now you mentioned metaverse and kind of learning about that. How could Paypolitan fit into the metaverse, and do you have an avatar?
Well, actually, this white label deal, this is a purely metaverse project.
Okay.
So this is going to bring Paypolitan into the metaverse. And yes, I do have an avatar now. Yeah. Thanks to our friend Nico de Jong from Blockchain Valley Virtual. He made an avatar, and I'm very happy because I'm always fighting with diets in this period of the year. And with avatar, it's very simple. On a simple click, I lost like 10 pounds.
If only it were that easy in real life, right?
Easy,
I'm liking the metaverse more and more. Okay, so tell me about the credit feature that you have launched or will be launching.
We are launching it next week.
Next week, okay.
So we did testings, and that was very, very positive. So we are implementing a peer-to-peer loan feature into the Paypolitan app. That means that users can get a credit from other users who provide liquidity with 16 different cryptocurrencies, and our EPAN token is used as a collateral according to your credit score, credit rating. So that means if you don't reimburse at the end of the period of the loan you got, then this will be kept as a guarantee for the lender, for the borrower.
And then you had also talked about a SPAC IPO, perhaps.
Yes.
That's still in the works?
Yes, absolutely. That's why I came to New York, meeting with more investors.
Got it.
That has a very, very, very positive feedback. To be honest, I underestimated a bit the amount of work that represents to be compliant also legally. So it's a big challenge for us as a startup company. I mean, we're almost 50 people working there, and this is an additional layer, but it's also a very good exercise for us to put everything in place to make the company really like a NASDAQ company compliant. And especially now we implemented the markups, so the revenues per user are not only disappearing in omnibus accounts, so every user has a revenue action.
And I know you have workers in Ukraine. Are they?
Yes.
Are they okay?
So I would like to pay also tribute to them. Unfortunately, we couldn't get everyone out of the country, so I keep my fingers crossed and pray God that they're going to stay safe.
Absolutely. So thank you so much.
Thank you for asking.
Yeah.
America keeps turning to Kudlow. He's been beating the competition to become the king of business news. No one else has his experience. No one else does his kind of analysis.
And I'm not going to hold back.
Kudlow.
From Wall Street to your street.
Weekdays at 4.
Better hearing leads to a better life. And that better life starts at Miracle Ear. It all begins with the most innovative technology, like the new Miracle Ear Mini. Available exclusively at Miracle Ear. So small, no one will see it, but you'll notice the difference. And now, Miracle Ear is offering a 30-day risk-free trial. You can experience better hearing with no obligation. Call 1-800-MIRACLE right now and experience a better life.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned.
Dental bills can take a big bite out of your budget, especially if you're retired. Affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company can help pay for over 350 covered procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, even dentures. There are no deductibles, no annual maximum, and you can see any dentist you like. To learn more, go to dentalnow.com for all the details. Get your free information kit today.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
The recipient this time is Bob Blumenstock,
Stephen Fanter,
David Smith,
Jack Lyon,
Bruce Autry.
When I heard that I was getting solar, didn't think it was real.
I was on cloud 9. I called them to tell them that they weren't the ones that had been chosen. What we're going to do for you, we'll give you some solar panels. And she goes, well, we can't afford any of that, sir. And I said, we're bringing it free to you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't even know how to begin to thank you.
Nominate a veteran today by going to sempercares.com.
Your mouth and how you take care of it is directly connected to your physical health, sleep, mental outlook, ability to combat chronic disease, and longevity. Hello, I'm Dr. Kami Haas. My new book, If Your Mouth Could Talk, is filled with fun and useful facts that will change the